So, Harshit, what's your biggest hurdle when you build the Web3 projects?
कुछ तो मैंने कहीं से ये USDT या USDC का ना कॉन्ट्रैक्ट देख लिया इथरस्कैन पे
Okay.
और मुझे लगा भाई आई हैव अ स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट
Okay.
इसके लिए लोग हजार डॉलर दे रहे थे उस टाइम पे बनवाने के लिए.
So, Harshit, what is harder? Like writing a smart contract or explaining crypto to your non-Web3 friends?
See, I won't even include non-crypto friends.
Okay.
Explaining smart contract to crypto friends is also hard.
Okay. How's that?
Nobody has idea कि हो क्या रहा है.
बिल्कुल.
ठीक है? Everybody is just they have knowledge कि हाँ ट्विटर पे ये चल रहा है.
हाँ.
कोड
The
पे
FOMO
क्या हो
में है
रहा
सब लोग.
है. FOMO में है. FOMO की वजह से they have learned the jargons.
Okay.
But they still don't know how things are happening under the hood.
Okay. I've seen that 30% of the people is actually using decentralized wallet, but
Yeah.
70% are still on the centralized. So I feel like that if your funds are exceeding more than $1 million, then you switch to a decentralized. You don't want to set share to exchange. Okay.
I was a very big user of WazirX. I tried everything. I got hurt. I understood my mistake.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just waiting for them to resolve all their problems and give my money back.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Token Talk Show. I'm your host Nathan and joining us today on Token Talks is Harshit, a Web3 builder and one of the sharpest content creator in the Web3 space. He's known for making on-chain ideas simple and building things that matter.
So Harshit, welcome to the show. And before we begin, what's your thought upon current market results right now?
Well, first of all, thank you. And current market trends, I would say for me, it's always bullish, but seeing the current fear and greed index, it's more on the greed side right now. Okay. And I was seeing some analytics just today morning. I used to check every on-chain data every day, every morning. Whenever I wake up, I just see. So it's like 68% on the greed side, which is too greedy. And I won't blame anyone because a lot of people here are for the money, obviously.
Of course.
But yeah, I mean, for me, from the developer's perspective, it's experimentation time. A lot of new narratives are coming in and we are just trying. Hit and try is going on. Whatever resonates with the users, it's booming, and whatever not is just getting dumped. So yeah, overall it looks good. It's better than the last year, obviously, because ETH is performing good. BTC is at 111.
Absolutely. I mean,
so,
111 right now.
So it's crazy.
That's perfect. That's perfect. So Harshit, what's your biggest hurdle when you build the Web3 projects?
At this point, it's very easy to build a Web3 product.
Okay.
I have been developing apps, dApps, whatever you call it, from last 6 years. And the most challenging time was 2019 and 20 for me, honestly.
Okay.
Because obviously there was lack of resources. There was no good documentation. There was no resources, articles to read, YouTube videos to follow. Average जो developer का journey रहता है कि कुछ भी समझ नहीं आया, just YouTube it.
Yes.
Even I don't even Google it, right?
Okay.
People start YouTubing it. So at that point there were no good resource. So पता नहीं कैसे निकाल दिया हमने वो time. It was directly reading the white papers. It was directly jumping straight to the docs. The documentation जो भी team बना के दे रही है वहाँ से पढ़ रहे हैं.
Okay.
And yeah, right now it's very easy because I can see a lot of people making content, making good resources, articles, even companies and products.
Okay.
Those are providing their services, right? They are also hiring good technical writers so they can write good documentations. Developers can follow them and build on top of it. I remember one of the anecdotes that I had jahan pe I had to, like I was getting into this field and उस time पे ERC20 बहुत चल रहा था.
Back in 2019.
Back in 2019.
Okay.
It was a new thing.
Yeah, ERC20.
After creating a blockchain और उसका एक native crypto है, उसके बाद ERC20 tokens लोग बना रहे थे. And I heard about it from several podcasts.
Okay.
वहाँ से फिर मेरे को समझ आया कि अच्छा ये भी कुछ चल रहा है. And I was reading about it. मैं कॉलेज में था, मैं अलग अलग चीज़ें I was reading a lot of things. And I had a basic understanding of coding, but since smart contract requires solidity,
Yes.
so I was exploring solidity at that point. और कुछ तो मैंने कहीं से ये USDT या USDC का ना कॉन्ट्रैक्ट देख लिया ईथर स्कैन पे.
Okay.
और मुझे लगा भाई I have a smart contract.
Okay.
इसके लिए लोग $1,000 दे रहे थे उस टाइम पे बनवाने के लिए और ये ओपन में पड़ा हुआ है.
It was
है ना?
to be very honest.
People were spending a lot of money giving to the engineers ki build some ERC20 tokens for us. And I just found the main smart contract.
Okay.
ठीक है.
Okay.
I copy pasted it. मैंने अपने पास रख लिया. And over a period of time 2-3 बार उसको यूज किया and I changed it completely.
Okay.
एक टाइम पे वो ERC20 टोकन नहीं रहा.
Okay.
उसमें काफी सारी फंक्शनलिटीज होती है. There are functionalities of access controllers, है कि ओनर ही एक फंक्शन कॉल कर सकता है या फिर ये यूजर के लिए इस टाइम पे होना चाहिए, वो नहीं होना चाहिए. I didn't had the ज्ञान at that time कि ये कैसे होता है, एक स्टैंडर्ड क्या होता है. तो मैंने उसको पूरा चेंज कर दिया है. And after that for one freelance gig I got this opportunity कि भाई एक टोकन बनाना है.
ठीक है.
For Ethereum chain and I deployed the contract.
Okay.
They used it after 6 months जब मेरे को चमका कि ERC20 टोकन का एक प्रॉपर स्टैंडर्ड होता है. There should be these functions, है ना, नेम, सिंबल, डेसिमल प्लेस, ये सब होना चाहिए.
Okay.
तब मैंने उसको रिविजिट किया और मेरे को देखा यार ये तो पूरा गलत है. But at that point वहाँ पे इतना कुछ हैक वैक नहीं हो रहा था. Everybody was just pushing the code.
Yes.
इतना चेक नहीं होता तो I got away. But yeah, that part time was very challenging. उस टाइम पे इतना resources. अब तो you have a lot of
The most ChatGPT.
yeah, ChatGPT is there, so you don't need any other resource as well. So yeah,
Okay.
you can just ask ChatGPT to create a token or
Okay.
अब तो token वैसे बना तो रहे हैं लोग.
हाँ, of course. But एक token बनाने में like अगर मैं manually जाऊँ, like say if a builder is developing a smart contract and if a AI is developing a smart contract, so what's the time duration between that?
Yeah, AI ChatGPT gives you results in 5 minutes.
5 minutes. And with a manual,
Yeah.
how much time?
With a manual, if it's a simple ERC20 token,
Okay.
nothing fancy. If you add taxation to it या फिर fees on transfer या कुछ भी extra या liquidity burn इस तरीके का, तो भी it would take like 2-3 days.
Okay.
Full testing तक.
Manually.
हाँ, manually.
Okay.
And with ChatGPT, like you can get a contract in just one prompt, but then you have to deploy it, check it if it works the way you
Okay.
want it to be.
Okay.
So then there is this another set of couple of hours that you need to put in if you have the developer knowledge
Okay.
behind that. If you don't have that knowledge, then obviously you will be always that you will be confused. ये
Yes.
चलेगा भी कि नहीं चलेगा.
हाँ. But अगर token like let's say we're trying to modify the tokens. Let's say मुझे उसमें custom taxation का एक feature add करना है. तो will that AI takes lot of time or manually will it be like very proficient?
AI में it's just prompts. अगर
prompts,
prompt
okay.
अच्छा हो तो आप कुछ भी बना सकते हो.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
it could give some errors, right?
Yeah, obviously
Okay.
there would be chances of errors.
Okay.
So you have to reiterate it again and again. Obviously, if you have that builder mindset कि अच्छा यहाँ पे bug हो सकता है, यहाँ पे एक vulnerability छूट सकता है, यहाँ पे कोई exploit कर सकता है. So
Okay.
you'll have to check that.
Yes.
कि बार-बार उसको कि तुमने ये नहीं करा, तो फिर वो
Okay.
ChatGPT बोलेगा sorry,
Okay.
मैं नहीं कर पाया, मुझे माफ कर दो, मैं दोबारा अच्छा वाला भेजता हूँ.
बिल्कुल.
फिर आप उसको वापस से नया कोड देखोगे, थोड़ा स्कैन करना पड़ेगा, खुद भी समझना पड़ेगा. या फिर AI को बोल दो कि मुझे एक फंक्शन समझा दे.
Okay.
उस टाइम पे भी also when AI explains you, it debugs it as well कि यहाँ पे एक vulnerability रह गया था, यहाँ पे एक कंडीशन रह गया, मैंने वो भी डाल दिया है.
Okay.
इस तरीके का है, या उसको बार-बार बताना पड़ता है. So it's a one day work, but otherwise, and one day with a developer.
Okay.
If you're not a developer or you don't have a coding expertise, then it might take you more than one day.
Okay. That means that you need to be a developer even if you're
Yeah.
using the AI.
Basic understanding.
Basic understanding. Okay. Let's say if a newbie wants to start a blockchain development course, okay, what's your recommendation upon that? Let's say कहाँ से आप start करो? What resources that you should look upon and what to do the
for
platform?
smart contract development, like at this point, there are a lot of 6 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours YouTube
Courses.
tutorials.
Okay.
You can watch it for free.
Okay.
Just YouTube it.
YouTube
and
it.
those are enough. I would suggest Patrick Collins because he's the guru
Okay.
from the start. Like he
Patrick
started
Collins.
creating these videos from last 3-4 years. I also saw a lot of his videos around auditing,
Hmm.
and yeah, those are the best at this point. Apart from that, again, for solidity, you can ask ChatGPT.
Okay.
All these people who are selling their courses, their
Okay.
job is gone.
Okay.
Kyunki ChatGPT can teach you anything.
Okay.
Just
so-
go to ChatGPT and ask. I am a newbie. I don't have coding expertise. Understand. I want to understand solidity, smart contract development, and it will lay out a course for you.
Okay, that's perfect. That's
Yeah.
perfect. I believe that's the point where ChatGPT asks you that, hey, you need to take a premium subscription on this, right? Okay,
Sure.
that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay. So, Harshit, what is harder, like writing a smart contract or explaining crypto to your non-Web3 friends?
See, I won't even include non-crypto friends.
Okay.
Explaining smart contract to crypto friends is also hard.
Okay, how's that?
See, because nobody has idea कि हो क्या रहा है.
बिल्कुल.
ठीक है? Everybody is just they have knowledge कि हाँ Twitter पे ये चल रहा है.
हाँ.
कोड
The
पे
FOMO
क्या हो
में है
रहा
सब लोग.
है. Yeah, FOMO में है. FOMO की वजह से they have learned the jargons,
Okay.
but they still don't know how things are happening
Okay.
under the hood.
Okay.
Whether it comes to a normal DEX, decentralized exchange हो गया, farming हो गया. People who have knowledge, they have knowledge, and you don't need to explain them. But
Yes.
still, a lot of crypto people are also sometimes, you know, very hard to explain. But
Okay.
non-crypto friends को तो मैं token भी suggest नहीं करता भाई.
Okay. Okay.
I never shill anything to them because you never know कि कौन सी चीज़ कब backfire मेरे पे ही हो जाए. But yeah, explaining smart contracts is
It's tough.
it's tough.
It's very tough.
It's tough.
And giving suggestion to put some put your big banks on some tokens is also tough.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like for normal code, who explains code?
Yeah.
है ना? इतना बड़ा Facebook बन गया, Google बन गया, कोई code नहीं समझा रहा ना.
Okay.
Everybody wants the what I can do with it. So it's better for me कि I'm able to explain them that how you can interact with it, what value it provides. Which reminds me of one of the basic problem जो भी Web3 में है कि people are explaining how efficiently their code is working or what crazy smart contract they have implemented.
Okay.
But they're not able to explain कि तुम्हारा use case क्या है.
क्या है?
ना?
Utility क्या है?
What is the utility? So people are not understanding. हाँ, they know कि transparent हो गया, anonymous होऊंगा मैं, decentralized होऊंगा, but what is the use case? कि उसके बाद क्या?
Oh my god, GameFi tokens. Got it. Okay, so how do you handle the audit and security life cycle in writing your smart contract or maybe in the audit cycle?
It's a very good question क्योंकि I create contracts
Okay.
and I just hope it works.
Okay.
No, honestly, so when we are developing smart contracts, so first and most important thing is you should have basic understanding of how code works
Okay.
on a computer level, or application level, and then only you can go deep into the smart contract programming language, that is Solidity. And once you go and understand how Solidity works, how Ethereum works, EVM, the Ethereum virtual machine, how the opcodes are used, how it is being interpreted into the Ethereum machine, and then you will have the understanding that I can write good smart contracts.
Okay.
After that, you have to learn how I can avoid some exploitations in my smart contract.
Just
so
like
you can what you do is you can go on internet and just check कि क्या exploit हुआ है.
Okay.
Have a good knowledge of hack किस तरीके से होते हैं.
Okay.
Most of the times at smart contract level, it's just that कुछ ना कुछ कहीं ना कहीं छूट गया developer से, and somebody exploited that vulnerability.
Okay.
And you have to check कि वो कैसे रिजॉल्व कर सकते हैं और मैं क्या क्या करूं, क्या कोड प्रैक्टिस करूं, किस तरीके से व्हाट इज द हाइजीन लेवल ऑफ माय कोड एंड हाउ आई कैन अवॉइड दैट इन फ्यूचर. Apart from that, there are a lot of tools which you can use like
For auditing, right?
For auditing.
Okay.
I have used Mithril and Slither. Those are like static analyzers which will give you a basic brief documentation of what your code is and where and at which part it is vulnerable. It seems vulnerable, so you can fix it. If not, then you can ignore them as well. But yeah, that is most of the times it's just that it requires human minds to understand what is the working behind the behind every function,
Hmm.
and how and what you want from the contract.
Okay.
Then you will be able to find कि अच्छा यहाँ vulnerability है,
Hmm.
and we have to fix them.
Okay.
AI, as we were talking,
Mhm.
the AI is helping a lot in debugging these days.
Mhm.
So it's also helping in auditing.
Okay.
I've been using ChatGPT,
Hmm.
even Grok. I have used Grok a lot
Grok. Okay.
to debug,
Okay.
to audit smart contracts.
Mhm.
And abhi Copilot is also fine. Copilot, it's already integrated in our VS Code, so
Mhm.
it helps a lot while auditing. So
Mhm.
yeah, basic journey would be how I handle smart contracts. First of all, I write good contracts,
Mhm.
have understanding,
Mhm.
and then have like very deep understanding of what you want to achieve from that smart contract.
Okay.
A lot of times it's around DeFi, so
Hmm.
have your maths right.
Okay.
All these DeFi protocols have mathematical formulas embedded in smart contracts,
Mhm.
so just check them.
Hmm.
There might be some conditions where it's failing, and you're not handling it.
Okay.
There might be conditions like overflow, underflow.
Mhm.
So yeah, you have to check that as well. And then you have some basic checks like re-entrancy attacks,
Mhm.
which have already happened on a lot of contracts, so you can try to avoid them in your.
Okay.
Use these tools, use AI,
Mhm.
and ask your developer friends. Just you need a lot of set of eyes
Okay.
to go through your contracts.
I've seen a lot of audit companies using the AI for audits. I mean, I don't
Huh.
know why they say that it will take a lot of time, probably 7 days or maybe 8 days to audit. But internally, when I came to know, I won't take the name, but internally, when I came to know that they're using AI to audit that, so it takes around like 7 minutes or roughly about like 10 minutes to audit the code.
But they want to charge you as well, right?
yeah, of course, that's a
So
business that
7
they
days.
want to make it for sure.
So we have to justify.
Yeah, we have to justify for sure.
It's trade-off.
Okay, a lot of audits are there, so yeah, won't take the name, but yeah, it's good. It's good. Shit. So let's say if you lose a seed phrase of
Mhm.
yours, and but you find the inner peace, will
Hmm.
that be a fair trade?
What is inner peace? Is this even real?
I mean, let's say if you
Can we achieve inner peace?
I mean, losing a seed phrase and finding a good inner peace. Let's say if you're on a good vacation, maybe at a very good point, but you have lost your seed phrase on that point. So would that be feeling the inner peace or maybe
Well,
struggling with that?
I am that person. You can take away everything from me,
Okay.
but don't take my money.
Okay.
So losing a seed phrase means I'm losing my crypto, and
Yeah.
I would try to protect my crypto at any by any point, right?
Okay.
So yeah, inner peace again, it's subjective.
Subjective.
I find inner peace when I have my seed phrase.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So that's why we are trying to protect crypto, secure our crypto via hard wallets, via like writing down these seed phrases on a paper and hiding it somewhere.
Mhm.
So I mean, this is a ChatGPT question. right?
Yeah, it is. But
How do I?
let's say that
Uh-huh.
since we came to a wallet part,
Uh-huh.
so what do you recommend to our users? Like which wallet is fully decentralized and good to use?
All these extension wallets that you're using,
Hmm.
which don't ask your email ID or
Mhm.
it doesn't ask you to sign in, it just gives you a seed phrase and a private key,
Hmm.
and you can just start working on it.
Hmm.
Is a good wallet. For hardware, like I've been using Ledger.
Ledger.
I have Ledger wallets, so those are good. Like it's not sharing your seed phrase with anyone. It's not
Yes.
storing it somewhere
Hmm.
on a cloud. It's just you and your seed phrase at the end of the day.
Okay.
And if any wallet is providing you this feature,
Mhm.
you and your seed phrase,
Okay.
just keep it. It's
Okay.
safe.
So like SafeFile, MetaMask, or all those
MetaMask
are
is good. Yeah, MetaMask. Like for me, most of the people don't like MetaMask, but I have been using MetaMask for like 5-6 years.
Same for
So,
me. I mean, storing Ethereum on that.
Yeah,
It's
it's
best, I
very
don't know.
easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
MetaMask and Phantom Wallet. These
Phantom
two
wallets, okay.
wallets are like my primary ones.
Mhm.
Apart, I have other wallets as well,
Mhm.
but they are just for my development journey
Mhm.
and not for storing something or
Okay.
interacting
Okay.
with on-chain apps.
Mhm.
For on-chain app interactions, it's just MetaMask and Phantom.
Okay, that's perfect. I understand. What's your thought upon, like, if like we know that exchange also have the wallet.
Yeah.
That's centralized.
Yeah.
That means they're taking control of the funds that we have stored over there. And sometimes if you push from centralized exchange funds to your decentralized wallet, sometimes they can reverse it back as well. So that kind of things happens in exchange. So what's your thought upon decentralization on transfer, or maybe upon centralized? So which is more secure that it happens on?
Obviously, when the wallet is decentralized and you have
Control.
you have the control.
Okay.
Nobody else
Yes.
should have the control on your wallet. That is the most safest way, obviously.
Okay.
I would say exchanges or any other application that is using a centralized wallet or
Yes.
somehow have access to your wallet is trying to make your user experience better. And over the period of time, I've understood right now, if you want to bring in good user experience, good decentralization, safety, everything, all the features that you see in a
Yes.
blockchain definition,
Yes.
it's not possible yet. So you have to trade off something. If you want a good UX, you might need to trade off the security aspect.
Security.
Or if you need good aspect of
Okay.
security, then you have to trade off the UX. Like you have to do click,
Okay.
confirm transaction, sign
Okay.
in.
Okay.
है ना? So it's just trade off what you want to get out of the experience.
I know. Like, I've seen that 30% of the people is actually using the decentralized wallet, but
Yeah.
70% are still on the centralized. So I feel like that if your funds are exceeding more than $1 million, then you switch to a decentralized. You don't want to set share to exchange.
For sure.
But let's say if you are in the low numbers,
Yeah.
then the centralization,
I have learned this in a hard way.
Okay.
I was a very big user of WazirX,
WazirX.
and
Okay.
I had like significant amount there.
Okay.
Distributed, diversified,
Okay.
whatever the best ways I can do with my funds. I had diversified it. I bought a lot of things. I even used their other strategies which they used to promote.
Okay.
You will get 6% yield or 10% yield on this and that. I tried everything. I was a pro WazirX user.
Pro WazirX.
I got hurt. I understood my mistake.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just waiting for them to resolve all their problems and give my money back.
Okay.
And from that point, I have been not a big user of a centralized exchange.
Okay.
Also, there are no the regularities which we have right now, the
Mhm.
legalities associated with crypto.
Yes.
It's not letting me go in the exchange direction,
Okay.
centralized exchange direction. So
Okay.
I would prefer DEXs
Decentralized.
and my personal crypto wallet, which I can use directly.
Okay.
But yeah, after all, you should have exchanges as well
Mhm.
for the normal people who just want to buy and sell crypto. They don't want to interact with the applications. Their aim is different. Their approach is different.
Mhm.
So yeah, but they should have worked more on the security side of it.
Okay. I mean, I know that this is a very friendly battle
Yeah.
between decentralized and centralized. I've seen met a lot of person
Hmm.
who says that, okay, fine, centralization is something that we are very much familiar with.
Hmm.
But some of the people like you said that, okay, DEX is something that I love. So this is a
Yeah.
very friendly battle that's still going on and with no solution.
It will stay
It
for
will.
a long time.
Yes, it will.
We can't just go just pro centralized or pro decentralized.
Yes,
It's part of the ecosystem,
Mhm.
and it just depends what your aim with your crypto is. If you want easy trade, easy, just you want to swap your tokens 1,000 times a day, centralized exchange
Centralized
would be a better
exchange, yeah.
bet. If you are a pro degen and you don't trust the centralized,
Okay.
you're trying to protect your data, your account, so you will go on the decentralized exchange side. Then also, if you are into other part of DeFi, like your farming, your staking, all of those stuff, then also it makes sense via the DEX route, because then you have access to your wallet, and centralized exchange don't have those features here.
Yes, they don't have the features.
What do you prefer?
For me, I'm into still the game of 50-50. Like, if there's some small fund. Since I work for exchange, so for me, it's like some of the funds are coming from centralized exchange, but most of them are on the decentralized. So I still lie on the between. Like,
Nice.
you know, I'm to the both side. Let's say if you're from centralization, oh, we can still shake hands.
Yeah.
If you're from the decentralized, oh, we're friends. That kind of things.
People don't have problem with centralization, I guess,
Yeah,
at this point. They have the problem with the lack of security of their funds.
Yeah.
If that is resolved, I don't think there is any problem.
Mhm.
Obviously, governments have access to your financial data,
Financial yes.
interactions that you're doing on exchanges, and they will have control
Yes.
at the end of the day. Why would they let this particular economy go like just because they can't track it? They want to track it.
They want to track it, yes.
And centralized exchanges are the way. They are a public company and they have to share. If a government wants the user information, user data, users transactions, they have to share, and they are sharing at this point.
Absolutely, yeah.
All those who are
for
FIU
the last
compliant.
FIU compliant, a lot of exchanges where they have the Indian user base, so they got registered in India, and all those
paid
Indian
fine and then registered in India.
Yes, and then now they're sharing all their Indian users data to the government, that these are the portfolio of this person, so that government can charge on it. Alright, Harshit, so have you ever felt that you are building the future with duct tape and test nets?
Test nets, yes. Who is not building a test net? Everybody is building a test net at this point.
Okay.
The achievement would be if you go beyond testnet and launch your mainnet.
Okay.
So, but building a future, I don't know. I'm just in this arena, and I'm building whatever people demand. I have a couple of ideas. I will build them in future. I do what I like.
Okay.
And I'm not sure, like AI future, yes. Blockchain future, yes. Whatever the technology you see people working around, definitely it will get used somewhere. So, but duct tape वाला क्या था? Duct tape से क्या कर रहे हो? We are trying to patch things.
Okay.
है ना? There is a lot of gaps.
Okay.
And we are trying to fill those gaps, connect everything
with duct tapes.
With duct tapes.
Okay. All right. So, if the blockchain is the engine, okay, and content is the fuel, so who is really driving the Web3 adoption right now?
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's people like us.
Okay.
Because Web3, crypto, this particular domain, it has a different interpretation on different kinds of people. Recently, like last week only, I was explaining this to some of my relatives, 40-50 age, and they were just asking me what you're doing. So I genuinely started explaining them what I am doing.
Okay.
And they were like, Acha, what is Bitcoin? What is crypto? How Bitcoins are created? Money is created by RBI. So we have the proof.
Yes.
Someone has the proof. What is Bitcoin? Who is creating Bitcoin? Who is handling Bitcoin? So I was trying to explain them, Acha, Bitcoin nobody creates them. It's the software that is running.
Yes.
And that software, and I was trying to, the language which I'm using, it was jargon-less. It was technical words less. Like I wasn't using any hard, throwing them words. Distributed ho jayega, sab decentralized ho jayega. I was doing a simple conversation using the words which they understand.
Okay.
After like 30, 40, 50 minutes of this conversation, they said, "Arey bhai, humko to nahi samajh aata hai."
I was waiting for that. What happens? It's very tough.
I'm explaining to you for last 40 minutes.
Okay.
You're asking me questions.
Okay.
आधे घंटा बात के बाद भाई मेरे को तो समझ नहीं आता ये क्या तुम करते रहते हो. अरे कुछ कर नहीं रहे हम, बस जो दुनिया कर रही है इस पे तो काम. But right now my this whole experience of development, content creation, and interacting with a lot of people, like from last 1-2 years I've been interacting a lot. I'm an introvert. You know how developers are. They like to work somewhere in their own den. रात को 4 बजे तक कोड कर रहे हैं बस और सो जाएंगे, सुबह उठ के मूवी देख लेंगे. But since I'm building a lot of things, I'm creating content, I get opportunity to talk to a lot of people, and all these things I understood from them कि everyone have their own source of information जहाँ से उनको जो भी समझ में आएगा ना, they will understand it. Whether they don't understand it or not, वो अलग point है, but they will accept that thing.
Okay.
And in India, there are two categories. Obviously, there is us below 30, 35 age, and I won't even describe it with an age parameter because this concept is beyond age. It's about how you perceive things.
Okay.
So एक हो गया हमारी generation that is eager to learn new things, and then there is stone brainers जिनको ऐसा है कि जो पढ़ लिया पुराने टाइम का है, हमारे पास नॉलेज है, वो है. Now this is how world works.
Okay.
कुछ नई चीज आएगी, नहीं अभी नहीं ट्राई कर सकते.
Okay.
हाँ, they are resistant to the change. Resistant to change वालों के कुछ idols हैं.
Okay.
They want to understand. हाँ, वो भी जो बोलेंगे वो ये मान लेंगे.
Okay.
है ना? They won't even try to understand things. But अच्छा, मोदी जी ने क्रिप्टो के बारे में बात करी है, तो ये कुछ चीज है. Then they will go beyond their comfort zone and they'll try to understand. या फिर not even मोदी जी, like जहाँ भी मोदी जी डालो कॉमेडी हो जाता है थोड़ा कॉन्वर्सेशन में, बट एनी पर्सन हु दे लुक अप टू वो ऐसा बोल देते हैं, तो उनको लगता है कि हाँ दिस इज नाउ वैलिडेटेड. न्यूज़पेपर में आ गया, वैलिडेट हो गया.
So it's sort of influenced.
हाँ, दे आर इन्फ्लुएंस्ड नाउ. सो अब वो वाला है कि ये ट्रांजिशन ऑफ द नॉलेज और द थिंग्स व्हिच वी आर टॉकिंग राइट नाउ, वो कब उस तरफ जाता है, उसका अडॉप्शन वाला गेम है बस. कि अभी तो अडॉप्शन जैसे हम लोगों में हो रहा है, आवर फ्रेंड्स वी टॉक क्रिप्टो, चाहे वो दे आर नॉन क्रिप्टो यूजर्स है ना, उनको नहीं पता क्रिप्टो क्या है, बट स्टिल दे अंडरस्टैंड कि हाँ कुछ तो चल रहा है. अभी पैसे डालने, क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली इट्स अ रिस्की थिंग, सो पैसे मत डालो, बट दे आर ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड कि अच्छा एप्लीकेशन भी बनती है, ब्लॉकचेन पे बहुत कुछ हो सकता है, ये भी हो रहा है, वो भी हो रहा है. दे आर ईगर टू लर्न. जिस दिन उनको अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी दे विल ट्राई दैट एज वेल. But then there are a lot of people who don't even try. They try to stay away. कि अरे कोई बात भी कर रहा है, I don't want to get into it, क्योंकि कुछ तो scam ही चल रहा है इधर.
Scam, yes.
So वो वाला चीज़ है. Now adoption, whenever it goes and transfers to that side of the world, then it will be a mass adoption. Right now it's just growing steadily. अभी सबको लग रहा है कि अच्छा we can make money from this. So all the money minded people are here. इससे पहले था कि अच्छा there is this new tech जहाँ पे we have the control, है ना. It's beyond your normal server client architecture. एक पूरा P2P network जैसे torrent की जो जनता है और ये सब, वो खुश हो गए थे कि अच्छा there is a blockchain.
Okay.
You can build applications on top of it. बहुत सारा जो ये narrative है, decentralization, distributed, transparency, anonymous, immutable, ये सारा वहाँ से आया. फिर फाई वाला जो है, फाइनेंस वाला, DeFi, GameFi, ये अब चल रहा है ना कि you can add finance to any of the current domains. तो उससे money minded people आ गए, investors आ गए, retail जनता भी आ गए. Now when this thing goes beyond this, है ना, और mainstream जनता जब बोलेगी तो बाकी लोग भी मानेंगे. But
lot of
अभी तो जो भी इसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, I think they are the engines and they are the fuel.
Okay.
Who is promoting the talk, and yep.
That's great. I understand, like, you know, I understand like what kind of fuel that, you know, people need to ignite once you talk and create a brand awareness of this Web3. That's where the people comes in. So Harshit, what's one Web3 buzzword that you hate but you secretly use it?
Yeah.
For me, it's like GM. I mean, I hate this GM, but I secretly use it even.
Yeah, without using GM, you're not a crypto person.
Yeah, you're not a crypto person. So what's for you?
I would say like decentralization.
Decentralization.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I use this term a lot, but I understand more than 80% of the dApps that we use are centralized.
Okay.
I have built a lot of them which are centralized.
Okay.
But we are selling it as a decentralized applications.
Yeah. Yes.
We are calling it a dApp. But again, this I would have to talk about the technical area of it, why we call it a dApp and why it is centralized. But still, as you asked, what jargon or what word? So it would be a decentralization term that I am using a lot, but I don't like it. I have read a lot about all of these things which blockchain provides, and I think blockchain is a concept. Blockchain as a technology, it's a concept.
Okay.
It gives you all these things. It will give you decentralization. It can give you distributed data. It can give you ownership to your data. It can give you anonymous profiling. It can give you non-traceability or whatever it people talk about when they explain blockchain. But it can't give you all of that together.
Okay.
So you can pick a couple of things from this and you can build something out of it. Some point at some place you have to trade off one of the features of blockchain, and it will still be called a blockchain application or a decentralized application because it's built on a blockchain, and blockchain is decentralized. But the essence of your application will depend on what you're building. It depends on what is the use case. At this point, majority of applications that we use have some sort of an ownership. There is this admin who is controlling all the things.
Then it's a centralized but call it decentralized.
Yeah. Centralized at some points. Now, people don't promote it, and it might sound controversial, but people don't promote the ownership and the centralized aspect of your application.
Okay.
But still, it's centralized at some point. They can change the data, the parameters, the configurations of your application, and by which I mean basic things like who can post, who cannot post, who can interact, who cannot interact. They can whitelist, blacklist.
Okay.
A lot of applications have these features, and kudos to those apps who don't have, who are running just with a DAO or who are running on their own. They are not interfering after making their product live, deploying it on mainnet. But then there is like 80% of applications who have still control. They even have those upgradable smart contracts, so they can upgrade the contract also at any point if they feel like. They are saying they won't, but we have seen a lot of things, bro. In this crypto world, every day there is some crazy shit happening. So you never know what happens.
A small update can take all of your funds to get frozen. Yeah, it happens. I've seen that.
Those Bybit hacks, the other hacks.
It was a massive shock for the Bybit one, but then again it got compensated in a couple of days. So that's great.
But again, those were the flaws that they had in the architecture.
Yes.
So again, it comes back to the security of application and why you should make a fully decentralized app. Sometimes it's not possible, so you have to put some access control. कि अच्छा owner एक होना चाहिए. He can deviate some things कि कभी there is a fees involved, so they can increase or decrease the fees. There is access involved कि अच्छा some users can use it. They add these features to protect the app, but when it there can be a point जहाँ पे it can be exploited as well.
Yes. That's what happened on the exchange. So probably, I know Bybit is a very, very secured and very trustable exchange that I know.
Yeah.
But then again, the small flaws have created a lot of mess I've seen. But yeah, I mean, for that point, I came to know that a lot of securities features still need to be worked upon on the blockchain.
Yeah.
And many things are coming up with every day with fresh news. So yeah, that's something. All right. So let's say if gas fees were a person, so would you fight them or date them to make it stop?
Yeah, I'm a very loving person.
Loving person. Okay.
I love people.
Okay.
So if gas fees is a person,
Yes.
I will love them.
Okay.
I'll try to
Stop.
Make them understand with love.
Okay.
You're a little bit too maintenance.
Ethereum.
Come down. Ethereum. Ethereum is like, high maintenance bandi that you have.
Yep.
And you can't avoid her. You will still want to be somehow around her.
Okay.
But you can't leave Ethereum.
So it's a high quality bandi that you say.
High maintenance girl that you have to date.
What
forever.
could be the low one? The
Solana.
BNB one? Or Solana? Okay.
Solana is like that X.
Okay.
Where you had a good time, but once in a while you want to go back.
Okay.
कि अरे यार आज तो 10 बज रहे हैं खाली बैठा हूँ काश वो होती. So Solana is that one time fling that you had. फिर ऐसे बीच में आपको उसकी खबरें आती रहती हैं. अरे right now it's very revenue generating.
Oh, nice.
है ना,
nice,
pump
nice.
dot fun हो रहा है. So you want to also try that pump and fun.
Okay, I got it. So let's say if I put all this blockchain on, let's say Tinder profile, okay, for you, what would you do the most, right side for them?
Yeah, I
Let's
will
say
write some everybody.
let's say Tron, Ethereum ko dala, and then BNB.
Tron maybe not.
Okay. So Tron is rejected.
Tron
Fine,
is
let's put the Ethereum. What would be
Ethereum
that?
right swipe.
Right swipe. What about the BNB?
BNB right swipe.
Okay.
BNB
and
is
for Solana,
cool.
it's a super swipe, right?
BNB is how do you perceive BNB? BNB is like that girl who has been around you for so long, but you still don't know how she will react. है ना? What is going on in her life? Secretive.
Secretive. Yes, true.
You know, she has like a couple of boyfriends. She had, but you don't know what's happening in her life.
True.
But overall, she looks good. Her profile, perfect.
Always good.
Yeah, something is happening, but what is happening, you don't know.
True. So Solana is the winner for sure.
Solana winner, Ethereum winner.
Ethereum's winner.
Ethereum is just high maintenance. So for that, you have to become rich. So it's motivating.
Okay, I got it.
Do something in life, and you should be able to pay
Sure.
whatever she asks for.
So you would date and make it stop. That would be
Yeah.
fine. Let's be with it. Alright, Harshit. So how would you describe the Indian crypto community compared to the global ones?
So this is very good question. Indian crypto communities, I mean communities overall, the world are very enthusiastic in general.
I think we are leading with the numbers that we have.
And India has that advantage overall because India has people and enthusiastic people.
Yes.
They want to try things, specifically the age group of 20 to 30. They are always trying some things and they want to be part of everything. So they want to understand crypto as well.
Okay.
And we have seen a very big rise of especially developers in the last 2 years.
Okay.
In general, global communities are good. Like developers, they also are very what do you say, supportive, collaborative. For me, when I started, I only had access to the global ones because there was none in India. There were a couple of them, but I always found less companionship in Indian developer ecosystem because obviously a lot of Indian devs, me as well, I can't stay very active on Discord for a long time. So that's my trait, but still globally there's a lot of more collaborations that are happening, and people want to, like, they are genuinely trying to build at core level of blockchain. They are trying to build and solve some things. In India, there is this mentality of following the leader, right? So whether it's a fortunate thing or unfortunate, I don't know. But here, people are following their those development gurus on YouTube, their bhaiya didis.
I've noticed that if you are attending in India, let's say any of the events, that's called a meetup. But if you go outside, like you went back in Token 2049, it's a party.
It's fine.
So like for the global audience, their meetups is just like a techno party or some sort of pools activity. But with India, it's sort of meetups where they meet in a cafes and discuss about what they're building. That's something.
That's a cultural thing, no?
That's a cultural thing.
That's a cultural thing. India also tries to do party, but then they have to stop at 11 p.m.
Oh, I remember Web3 conference Goa. Okay.
So, but yeah, there is a lot of parties also happening. But again, the way they perceive the developers or the attendees, if only party is there, they won't do a lot of networking. I've seen.
I mean, I can bet if you're attending a Web3 party, you cannot network.
Yeah.
Even a single person, the music is too hard.
Yeah.
And then a lot of person are,
here for the party.
Party, yes, absolutely.
So,
no networking.
It's hard for Indian folks, I guess, to ride both boats की पार्टी भी करेंगे, नेटवर्क भी करेंगे, काम भी हो जाएगा साथ साथ और मजे भी आ जाएंगे. That's not gonna happen. अगर आपको काम करवाना है तो उसके लिए पूरा माहौल चाहिए बिल्कुल जनता को. अगर आपको पार्टी तो फुल पार्टी होनी चाहिए.
And it should be at daytime for sure.
हाँ, daytime.
I know that Web3 mind sleeps after 5. That I know. I mean, not with developers, but with other people for sure.
Yeah. So वही है इंडिया में, but yeah, for whether it's a developer thing or a investors or just people with minds who are trying to explore different aspects of technology or in general whatever is happening in the world, there are a lot of people in India who want to explore. It's just that the targeting, it's only in the metropolitan, the top cities, Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, Pune. With Web3, what I've seen is there are a lot of DAOs in tier 2, tier 3 cities which are doing very well. And again, because a lot of developers are there and they want to try these things, they want to build, they want to get beyond that race of web dev karna hai ya DSA karna hai na?
And they are very active community. Like
they are
I've
very
seen
active.
the Indore DAO and like the Pune DAO, a lot of DAOs. They're very active, talking about like what they're building.
Yeah.
And we're the ones who are actually getting like what kind of things are actually coming in the market. So we do a proper research upon that. Okay, this is something new which is coming in India, and we feel very good when once we see that sort of meetups on the Luma page and everywhere. So that's great, man. I mean, that's great.
Exactly. And the interesting thing is these places, Indore, Lucknow, Hyderabad, the DAOs here are very active. And you'll find a lot of like crack developers there. Developers who have been doing a lot of contributions, they are learning new things, they are building things. Then there's Bangalore, jahan pe everybody is there, they don't know what they are doing, they don't know what the other persons are doing, but they're still active somehow. Every day something is happening. That's Bangalore, proper Bangalore. Delhi is scattered. Delhi में कभी कहीं से पता चल जाता है कुछ हो रहा है, and people come, they meet. In Delhi में तो if you, like you're also in Delhi for a long time, so you'll find same faces in every event which is happening in Delhi. So Delhi का ये थोड़ा drawback है. That's why I've stopped going into these small meetups and events, because again they are same people. You meet them once, twice, उसके बाद तो फिर
you need to see the new people with new ideas.
So for global events also, like I've been part of a lot of communities, and अभी वहाँ पे भी जनता आ गई है. So it's more of जो online communities हैं, the chat groups that we have, they are not very much productive at this point, क्योंकि a lot of scams or spams, दोनों चीज़ें हो रही है. It's better to directly interact with someone who you want to network with, whether it be on Twitter or LinkedIn, wherever you want. So I have found that process much better. All IRL जाना भी नहीं है, online बैठे just text them, है ना. मेरे को जैसे whoever, lot of developers try to understand कि क्या हो रहा है, and they want to learn things. They see my Insta and say कि अच्छा आप बना रहे हो, ये होता क्या है, कैसे, तो डायरेक्टली DM me. They directly approach me on LinkedIn or Twitter. So that's much better way, क्योंकि सबके साथ आप सेम बात कर रहे हो, तो it's easier for them also to connect. Or for me, I have met a lot of founders directly as a online. I directly started chatting with them. कुछ के आ जाते हैं, sometimes they are busy, so नहीं भी आता है, but most of them are terminally active on social media. So that's a better way of networking. That's
same,
what I've
same. I mean,
understood.
I have stopped going on a main event, and I usually hop the side events for sure, because I see some new faces over there with some broader perspective what they're building, and some fresh perspective that they're bringing in the market. So on the main event, I see a lot of couple of same faces moving here and there. And Exchange are actually dominating the main event. But if you wanted to meet really a great visionary founder who's actually trying to build some great thing in the market, you have to hop for the side events. And I mean, before side events, I also do check the the guest list of the Luma. Like, okay, so fine, I know this person or not. I try to chat them in advance before going to the event, so that we can have a one-on-one discussion. That's something I follow and network with them. But online is something that you say that it's amazing, but for me, offline is the one that I've been pushing.
Sure. Like the online thing works best with developers. You'll get a lot of developers with you.
With developers, it's amazing with the online.
With founders, sometimes offline, sometimes online. That's the case.
So our GameFi projects secretly building some gambling applications. What are your thoughts on it?
who is not building a gambling application?
It is right.
Everybody is building a gambling application. I think crypto is proper gamble.
So whenever whenever you met with any GameFi application, so what's the first thing that strikes to your mind?
See, GameFi application, and this is, I have talked about this a lot. They're still trying to find a good PMF.
Okay.
And they won't work with the approach that they are following right now. They won't work.
Okay.
Most of them have like this entry barrier a lot of times. If not, then they have like, what is the idea of GameFi? Let's understand that.
Yes.
GameFi is you play games and you earn something.
Yeah.
And there's this financial thing attached to GameFi. We have had DeFi, decentralized finance. We have had a lot of FIs over the period of time. This GameFi thing, which is running for last 1-2 years, metaverse हो गया, NFTs वगैरह में हो गया. What you see is कि when you try to enter that game, you have to buy something.
Yes.
That's your entry fees.
Entry fees, yes.
And एक मॉडल में क्या होता है, when you are making GameFi, your main USP is कि you are incentivizing the players. अब वो players को पैसा आएगा कहाँ से? जब कोई देगा.
That's the point.
आएगा कहाँ से? जब और जो नए लोग आ रहे हैं उनसे वो पैसा लेते हैं और नीचे जो existing users हैं उन्हें बांट रहे हैं.
Oh, nice.
And like 60 to 70% games are doing this.
Yes.
And isn't this like a pyramid scheme? Isn't this
it is.
a
Once
Ponzi?
once you connect two people at the back of yours, just so that they can use that link, invite the people, and forms a chain.
Yeah.
It looks like
It's
a very big
Ponzi.
pyramid.
It's a pyramid.
Yes.
And then again this new model जो काफी सारे games ने try किया है कि they give out the tokens and whenever they have this liquidity thing with the token, तो वहाँ पर they incentivize the users. अब उसमें obviously the early users who have a lot of tokens get the benefit. Then we have subscription
model,
based
yes.
कि you have to pay fees continuously to be part of that game. Or what you can do is this is a marketplace. You can buy skin, you can buy some guns and all, whatever the game is,
yes.
you can buy the assets. On game assets.
Okay.
And that's how they are earning and redistributing that wealth among the other players. But overall, all these models that we are talking about, you have to get in the money to distribute.
Okay.
And as long as you are like successful to add new people in your game, you are able to give incentives to your old users.
But then again, the platform charges the fees and then it's all takeaway.
And now, I mean, for like 20, 25, 30 years, we have been playing video games as humans. And there was no point of incentivizing users.
Yes.
Why were we playing the games? Because we got entertainment, we got some value. These Web3 games don't have that as well. There is no good game which I would like to. I won't play it for free.
Okay.
है ना? So if you are trying to lure me to कि अरे तुमको पैसा मिलेगा इसमें खेलो, तो एक टाइम के लिए मैं खेलूंगा कि पैसा मिल रहा है, पर कितना मिल रहा है वो भी तो डिपेंड करता है ना.
For sure,
and
for sure.
It's my time. I won't be playing. It would be just those people, the whole gamer community maybe, जो gamer को ऐसा छोटे मोटे गेम खेल के मिल रहा है, whatever these pennies which he's getting after the game, it's not worth it enough of his time. उससे अच्छा he can play mainstream games and maybe start his own Twitch or participate on the competitions and earn more than that. So
I think it's a soft trade. Let's you play the game, you get addicted to it, right?
Yeah.
And now once you're in a loop, I mean, let's say if you're losing the money, you're adding more people and buying a lot of tokens for them.
The point is people you're also not getting addicted to these games. These Web3 games are not like, they're not those games जहाँ पे someone can get addicted to it. The only reason of getting addicted is कि अच्छा किसी दिन पैसे मिलेंगे.
That's the reason.
So मैं इसको खेलता रहता हूँ. I'm earning tokens. किसी दिन तो मेरे को इस token का one of those games, tap to earn.
Tap to earn, yeah.
Oh,
every GameFi token have this.
Hamster Combat was like the peak game the most viral game of
I've
Tap
seen
to Earn.
that, yeah.
My gym trainer also used to play that game. He
Okay.
didn't had any idea of what crypto is, but उसको किसी ने बोला था इस पे रोज उठ के टैप कराकर तेरे को पैसे मिलेंगे एक दिन. And he was doing it for 6 months. और जिस दिन पैसे मिलने थे उस दिन वो सो रहा था. ठीक है. तो अगेन वही वो टोकन लॉन्च हुआ है ना. लोगों ने जैसे ही वो मार्केट पे ट्रेड हुआ दे सोल्ड एवरीथिंग.
Okay.
तो इनिशियल सेलर्स को तो जो भी अच्छा खासा अमाउंट मिला, जिसकी न्यूज़ वायरल होती है कि समवन अर्नड लाइक $1 million आफ्टर सेलिंग कॉम्बैट हैमस्टर वाले टोकन्स. बट
So do you still get the message for the Pi tokens as well? कि मैंने mint किया था and then you know.
the पाई टोकन के केस में आई क्रिएटेड वन अकाउंट लॉन्ग टाइम बैक.
Okay.
बट जिस दिन सेल वाला था जिस दिन दे वेंट लाइव.
Live on BitGet or something.
So I was there. I already understood कि अच्छा अभी लोग आएंगे बेचेंगे वो
Yes.
$2 से 0.2 पे चला जाएगा.
Yep.
And but yeah, I wasn't part of the selling or buying
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
But I had lot of people जिनके रोज वो एक रात पहले फोन आए कि भाई
करना क्या है?
ये क्या हो गया. अब ये ऐप है इसमें से मैं पैसे निकालूं कैसे.
Okay.
है ना. They didn't had the idea कि हम इस ऐप पाई कॉइन पे हम करे जा रहे हैं एक्टिविटीज और उससे हमको पाए मिल गया है पर इसको बेचूंगा कैसे. सो मेरे को तो वो देखना था कि ये प्रोसेस है क्या. बिटगेट या जितने भी अदर प्लेटफॉर्म्स मैक्सी पे भी था, कूकॉइन पे भी था. सो दे वर selling those tokens there, but वहाँ पे transfer कैसे होगा. I was trying to understand that. उसका भी process काफी tough रहता है. But yeah, GameFi as
They had their own I think network and then you know they
हाँ,
migrated
हाँ.
with them. Yes.
So all these platforms gave access to those network कि आप अपना wallet attach करके you can withdraw your tokens here and even sell it, trade it, whatever you want to do. But overall, GameFi is a lot of things in Web3 is gambling and there's no like there's no bad thing कि gambling है. A lot of real हम जो basic अपना investment के नाम पे करते रहते हैं इधर उधर पैसे, that's also gambling. Wherever it's risk involved, it's gambling. And with GameFi, the overall model is fucked up. So अरे बोल सकते हैं क्या?
Yeah, it's okay.
Overall model is not good. The best model is कि you start doing advertisements. When you're creating a game, there should be some source of advertisements जहाँ से तुम्हारे पास पैसे आ रहे हैं continuously and you can then incentivize all your users.
Okay.
But if you're doing that कि नए user आएंगे, they'll buy something, उनके जो funds इकट्ठे हो रहे हैं, we are distributing it to the other users. That's not gonna work out. It will work out at some point. हाइप हो जाएगा. हाइप के बाद जब लोग बोलेंगे कि नए यूजर्स बोलेंगे ना मेरे को भी पैसा दो, तो नए यूजर्स आ नहीं रहे हैं तो उनको भी मिलेगा. I saw some stories के around ऐसा कुछ कि याद नहीं आ रही भाई छोड़.
I mean, I am currently dealing with a lot of DMs where they got stuck in this GameFi projects and everybody's you know trying to sell all those utility that they have.
हाँ.
Or P2P is something that is rising.
You know, एक चीज है, every dApp can become a good revenue generating app. बस उसका tokenomics तगड़ा होना चाहिए.
Tokenomics, yes.
Tokenomics अगर आपका अच्छा नहीं है, so what is tokenomics? It's the economics that you are generating.
The tokens, yes.
कि कुछ भी आप ले लो ना, चाहे वो रियल एस्टेट ले लो, चाहे वो बैंक का पूरा FDs and you know you're getting interest. So banks are giving your funds as loan to other people. तो same goes with DeFi कि DeFi, GameFi कुछ भी है कि you should have some way of circulating your money and generating revenue out of it.
Okay.
After all, it's just dust. It's just magic which is happening जो तुमको समझ नहीं आएगा. But under the hood, it's the tokenomics that is working.
Yes. Well, definitely. You know, since tokenomics speak like how much value is locked and how much is in the market, so
yes,
you have to be very strong with the tokenomics part. I agree with you. All right, that's a wrap on today's episode of Token Talks. Huge thank to Harshit for joining us and dropping some powerful insights on the mistakes builders should steer and clear off. If you enjoyed this, make sure to follow Blockchain World Co on Instagram for more exciting, high valuable content. Got questions? Connect me on Twitter at @TokenTalksWeb3. Be sure to share, subscribe, and leave a review on Spotify. Till then,
HODL the mic. Let's speak Web3.